This is only for children 14 or older.
It's still not over yet. I am still trying to get rid of that stupid game that the seniors are trying to play, and it's making it more irritating because all the houses and other student seniors are getting more mad about this. So you need to either think of something right now, or you're going to have to do something immediately. I'm going to call the WLSS if this is not over with until I get through with it. You have like 87 senior houses mad about this right now because they need this resolved immediately. Although you might have sent that message before, but it does not seem to work as much. I'll tell you why. Because they ignore it, and I know the parents tell them not to do it. So I don't know what's going on with that. If you know what it is, then probably resend the message again, or do something else about it.
Yes, I think it's because you're not being too strict to them. As you know, even though the parents might not have control over it, I do know one thing. Remember when you were very mad about students in school not going to class very oftenly and using their phones? You got mad about that. Try acting like that, and maybe they might understand more oftenly. Because I think the message you might have sent them might be a little too nice.
Well, I might have to be strict to them no matter what. They do not seem to listen to me at all, and I don't think that they're gonna be stopping. I'm getting way too many complaints from the police, and I don't know if there's any more helping in. I'll do something about it, and I'll talk to the school as what we can try to think of.
It seems like that in all the Instagram posts, that they seem like that most of the employees are very upset about what they're playing right now. And some of the neighborhoods are very upset, and they already reported us that they're already upset with us because we allowed them playing the game. And I think it's because one of them needs to stop posting it. So we need to think of a plan how we're going to stop this.
We should always try to figure out some kinds of parenting will. Like, remember the last time that they were already concerned about the song policy was never accepted. So maybe if we can try thinking of a strict way enough, we can probably try that. Because I don't think whatever you said might have been strong enough to stop them.
I think what she said was right. I think the parents just don't understand that the game is just very effective to others. So what we can do is to force stop. So what I mean by that is, like, if they all been too many complaints, then we will have to force stop the game. So, like, remember a long time ago, there was a incident that happened 2 years ago that too many students broke the bathrooms and we had to pay $40,000. And we pretty much had to make hall passes and hall restrictions. But we can probably do the same thing, but with not doing any of that, we can probably just force close the game and do an announcement that they have to stop this game or disband or whatever. And then we can probably try that. However, we will have to assign places to figure out what kind of action they have to do before noticing. Like, maybe they have to look at the social media account like that.
Oh yeah, or another way we can do it is, I can just
say, this is the WVHS school telling you that you need to stop this game immediately, or otherwise we will have to make an announcement that we need to ban that game, like an embarrassment. Even though we don't usually allow doing that, we probably can do that once because this game has been going on for like 4 years ago, and 4 times ever since they did not obey us.
Okay, well, there are some keywords that you can say, and some of the keywords in messaging you can do. So I allow you one more time or a few more times to send the same message, but I don't think it's going to really do any good with the parents. But I can say this. I can try telling you that maybe try doing a certain announcement saying that the Senior Assassin game is causing too much issues and the police is all getting complaints about it and the store staff's all not happy about it. Like, try to say that but I am not going to allow you doing that until you get that response from the store staffs and polices and neighborhood complaints that they are saying the same complaint, like they don't like the game or they are having toy guns, or like any keywords that's similar to the Senior Assassin game or that was required to play that game. Then, if you have like at least 16 to 35 complaints, make an announcement saying that we are getting too many complaints about the game, Senior Assassin, that we are starting that we need to stop it and send a strict note to them, to the parents, but not the same one. Say senior safety message strict, prohibited, game.
Oh wow, that might actually be a great idea. I think Xin is right. Maybe we should only announce the students and parents and the announcement in school. Only if any businesses and places are complaining about the game.
I remember one of the times that they made a social media post that they actually screwed someone and they got very mad about it. Some of the students are playing the game called Assassin. This was an individual that it was description as an obvious water gun shooting game off campus. This is the problem because some of the students was in bushes and one of the places was got a concern call that they have someone that did that before a long time ago, and this was an all SR responding he knew of the game. This Senior Assassin game was caused by a problem as a young person had saw it and approximately was panicking. The family member had to call the police on that, and this was a misunderstanding. Approximately for the safety of the students and families, it might look very realistic, but in some places in game has led to some unfortunately being harmed, and this is the problem. Your parents and your students needs to make safe choices, otherwise you will have problems with your senior students. As you know, we need to make sure that there is no gun alike in this area. Unfortunately, designated items are strictly prohibited and can result in complete disciplinary if these are brought to the campus and the state law board places, and they are very clear about this. Anyways, if this full range of disciplinary consequences included them, the seniors that you have, you will know that this is a possibility that they cannot walk to the graduation and approximately could lead into serious trouble. And this can also lead to seniors not graduating at all. It's been 40 minutes that the teacher's not around, and I sensed online that there's in this area, in this campus, that there is too many teachers taking extreme alcohol. And now I'm starting to feel like that this is probably because of what's going on a few months ago.
Sis, I hear the teacher, but I think the walk of the teacher sounds like a host pose, which means I think you're right, Wings. I think he is.
Wait, is this that same teacher that showed up like 6 months ago? The vomit sound is very similar to it, and that teacher was fired after the principal saw its drinking score. How does he know? At school, it is completely different 2 times. I'm surprised by his vision is still recognized.
The record still shows that this teacher was fired. I'm assuming he must have made a disguise of himself to be as someone else and then got rehired again. We need to tell that to the principals immediately or tell Shin about it, at least one of them.
Not to put an interruption on your side, but Halpernot was actually puking on Mrs. Inta. As you know, Inta was very late because he had to do paperwork and late fee paying. Approximately, that caused Inta to be a little late. But then Halpernot actually puked on her and now she's going home again because she needs to clean herself up. So really, it's bad luck.
Oh my God! How do you even know all of that? Okay, listen up. Approximately, Shin is completely humiliated right now because the senior humans are right now trying to be rude to him because they think he's the one that's trying to cancel the game, even though he is not the responsible person that did. So we need to think of something how we're gonna stop them. And another thing we need to do is make a game for the seniors to enjoy without having to be humiliating Shin for like the last 3 months or 1 month, literally.
What's worrying me is I don't know if my sons are playing the game or not. But if they are, that's not gonna be damn good. Because my sons will have a possibility of not walking to the graduation.
I think most of the followers and the participation is from Callie's friends. I have a question for you. If my son or my senior son actually plays the game and got caught, and then approximately got the consequence of not walking to the graduation, can he not graduate, or does he have to be held back, or what? I don't think your son will be held back if he was a hard study person. Your son seems to be very smart and such, and even though he wants some fun, I think he might just not be able to walk, but I think he can still graduate. Oh, I just hope my son does not get caught. My son is playing a senior assassin game, but I just hope that he doesn't get caught by any police concerns and gets the consequences. Oh, that would not be good. And I'll be so damn unhappy about it. And I'll be happy if this continues. Well, your son was in Italy, so she will still get the credit from the grade from Italy to your school. But if she did get caught and cannot walk to the graduation, that does not mean that she can't finish school. Like she's not gonna be held back. Because if your son really studies a lot and does hard work, I will be happy enough that I don't think that your son will not be held back. I'm pretty sure. I made the game named Microsyn. Now let's go to the computer lab and find the computer lab so we can start creating it. Whoa, it looks like 2 teenagers are making out of each other. I'm gonna go to a different computer lab. Alright, since I have imagined the game and I converted it to codes and a project, now I'm going to import that and then make some changes. Alright, let's import the code.